kaiju, turtles, Dragon Ball, and more. It's Steven's Toy Reviews. Hey there, Collector Steven here, and welcome to another Deforeal review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Deforeal Godzilla Ultima. This particular one is going to be the RIC exclusive, which means it has a nice fun feature. It's going to light up. Ooh, ooh. But some light up figures don't do too well. It's going to be the case here. But with that being said, yes, it does have a neat bell and whistle. I'm only going to call one for that. Does the figure hold up well otherwise? Well, unfortunately, if you take a look at some secondhand sites, it seems like just the standard retail release of Ultima is starting to tank. I saw one available that was new in box for 4,500 yen. Okay, let's take a look to see whether or not Ultima is going to be worth adding into your collection. Short answer, yes. But you know, I really have to say it, when X Plus is putting forth the effort into their Deforeal lineup, they do a really good job. Now, ceteris paribus, all things considered equal, except both the RIC and the general retail release of Ultima here, they're going to be the same except for the clear dorsal plates on the RIC version to accommodate the light up effect that this figure is going to have. Don't worry, we'll take a look at the light up effect in just a little bit. That being said, even on the dorsal plates, I think that the paint application for this figure is phenomenal and is really a step up from some of the other figures that have been made. And I will say that even though this is supposed to be chibi, super deformed in nature, they really did a great job of capturing that sort of bullfrogish head that Ultima does have. Those fangs look fantastic as well, and considering the price point, they basically nailed what Ultima is supposed to look like here compared to other figures at nearly double the price, which are still good. I'm not going back on what I said, but they captured the likeness a bit better. And interestingly enough, the eyes are amazing on this figure. Very, very cool. The dorsal plates also still have that maple leaf pattern to them with the appropriate red lines, which is cool to see. We do have that swirl that X Plus likes to give their Godzillas most of the time, which is fine, but I do feel like Ultima's tail is kind of short. It's not as long as it normally is on most of the representations here, but it is what it is. It's a shelf space saver. Overall, in terms of sculpt and paint, I think Ultima is fantastic. And if you like Ultima, then congratulations. This is a nice looking representation of the design. Now, the RIC exclusive lights up. So what you have to do is you just get your battery pack, which I really feel like X Plus needs to look into this because these are so clunky, especially for things that are about 6 inches in size. Anyway, you take your battery pack, you make sure you got your batteries in it. On most Deforeals, they have a spot on maybe one of the back legs that you're just going to pop off a piece of plastic, and then you plug in the battery pack, you flick it on, and there's a dim light. Yeah, so I'm going to show it to you under different circumstances. Realistically speaking, I mean, I used a whole bunch of different batteries. I have rechargeable batteries that would work for this. I used brand new out of the pack, brand name Duracell batteries, generic. No matter what, this thing basically doesn't light up. It's very dim. I would like to think that it's not just, I would like to think that it's just my unit, but I'm inclined to believe not, considering that the other 2021 Godzilla was rather disappointing as well. What I will say, though, is there was no light bleed on this guy. So that's good. Yeah, so RIC exclusive, nice. Could be brighter. Size comparison time with some other figures you just might have. And he's going to be bulky, but realistically speaking, he's going to be about the same size as some of your other larger Deforeals. Not the huge stuff like Destroya or Ghidorah 19, but I think you know what I mean. So buy now, skip, or wait for a deal. Honestly, unless you absolutely got to have the translucent plastic for the dorsal plates and the light up feature, which again is rather dim, and I'm going to guess it's not just my unit. And if it is quote unquote just my unit, and by that I mean it's only a few select samples, remember you could get one like mine as well. You can go for the standard version, you can go for the general retail. I have a feeling that unfortunately some of the places that are keeping this in stock are going to be clearancing this out soon, and I have seen on some secondhand sites, like I kind of said at the top, that this is going to go for about 4,500 yen before shipping. And you can pick it up there. My question is, though, I don't know why. Ultima seems to be a rather popular design. It's a good figure. What happened? I don't know. If you like it, pick it up. It's nice. You will not be disappointed. I actually really like this one. I don't know. I just can't say. Well, collectors, that brings us to the end of the video today, and I just wanted to take a second to thank you so much for watching. Now, you've heard a lot from me. I'd like to hear a little bit from you. Drop in the comments down below whether or not you liked it, you hated it, or maybe you were somewhere in between. I also want to take an extra second here for a nice, humongous thank you to all the patrons for SDR over the last month who have really helped the channel grow into what it can be today. So to all of you, 2 big thumbs up. Thank you very much. And now the end card should be popping up, which will give you a few clickable links, like maybe to subscribe or head on over to my Patreon, or some short URLs like to my social media or to my Teespring store. There's also a video I hand selected for you, so if you want to watch another STR video, I hand selected some good content for you to watch, so definitely check out that video. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll catch ya in the next video.